Hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where today we're diving into Local Legend 20, the CAP-4. This released alongside World Update 19 Brazil, and if you're on 24, it's free. This is the second of 4 make-good aircraft, and if you're on 2020 still, it is $14.99. So just keep that in mind, in case you're wondering what's going on with that. So we'll take a nice little walk around here. It has about 8 or 9 different liveries. Went with this nice colorful one here. But a very basic aircraft. This is probably going to be a relatively short first flight, to be completely honest with you. I mean, there's not much to the avionics system. This plane doesn't even have flaps. It's pretty interesting. So, yeah, let's go ahead and dive on into the interior here. And let me be the first to welcome you aboard the CAP-4. And even though this is a tail dragger, I think this is the best aircraft now to just get the basics of aviation going on, like just the flying portion of it. You don't have to worry about any sophisticated avionics systems or anything. It's literally just about flying it. And that's what makes it so special. Like, I really love flying this thing, and I know this is a first flight. If you didn't watch the live stream, we did a lovely world update, kind of checking out POIs and so forth, and just enjoying our time with the update. So, either way, I thought it was still deserving of a first flight, because this plane is a blast to fly. So, there is the interior. Very lengthy look through there. I'm going to skip the preliminary stuff. We'll go straight to the engine start. This doesn't have parking brakes either. So keep that in mind. When you do start it up, it is going to start rolling. So we'll have our brakes ready to go. Control stick, full back. Not really sure why it wants you to do that just yet, but I do it a little bit. Master battery is going to be to your left, all the way in the back. Turn that on. Magneto switches are... oh, where was it? Oh, there it is. Both on. Throttle lever, pump twice. So what we're going to do is bring that idle. 100. 100. Leave it open an inch. Mixture and carb heat are already set to where they need to be, right here. Fuel tank selector, we are going for upper. And all we have to do is crank the engine, which you just hit this little sticky note, and we're ready to go. Easy as that. Go ahead and get rid of our little eyeball there. And like I was saying earlier, this has no parking brakes, so once you release it, you are going to start rolling. It didn't help that I had it at the, an inch on the throttle, but it will still move on idle a little bit. So you just want to be cautious of that. That way you don't go slamming into a tree or anything. Alright, buckled in back there. Let's go ahead and get up into the air, which this thing does not take long, as you would expect. Just like that, we're in the air. We're also taking off from one of the new airports that have been handcrafted. I will get the actual airport here in a little bit. But definitely want to give you some views of it. The 7 airports that were done in this world update look fantastic, by the way. And this one is no exception. A nice airliner doing a little taxi to its gate. Overall, the entire world update's been fantastic. We saw some awesome mountains and rock formations, and it is looking excellent down here now in South America, and looking forward to getting some more career missions down here. And speaking of career, unfortunately, like the 185 Skywagon, this aircraft does not support career mode, which is absolutely a bummer. Even though it doesn't have autopilot, it's a very, very simple aircraft to trim out. I was gonna say that the other way, and then I don't know what I'm saying. But anyways, like I'm saying, it's a really easy aircraft to trim. Just come down here to the bottom left. Let's see where we're at. We're gonna bring the power down a little bit as well. We don't need to be full. Bring that up just a bit. One more little degree here. Okay, maybe a little bit more. There we go. Perfect. And there we go. We got it trimmed out. Nice, simple, to the point. What more could you ask for? By the way, before I forget, this is Sierra Bravo Golf Lima Airport. Bridge. Oh, cool. We saw like a yellow church as well that looked awesome as one of the POIs, because there were 75 of them that were added. And then the airports, 3 new discovery flights, 3 new landing challenges. If you're into the Challenge League, you're getting 3 new events based off the World Update as well. And if you're on 2020, you get 3 new bush flights, which unfortunately if you're on 24, you do not get, since we do not have bush flight events, unfortunately. So hopefully that'll be something that we get soon. Well, obviously this plane wasn't flown at night, because it has no lights. We're going to go ahead and head this direction just a little bit, land at another airport. And I feel like that'll be a pretty good spot to wrap things up. Again, I wasn't expecting this to be too long of a first flight video. I mean, there's not much to showcase. It's just an excellent little plane. I haven't even messed with any of this other stuff here. I should have probably looked at that. This is all just communication. Yeah, then never mind. I'm not worried about it then. And here is our final destination. Like I said in the beginning of the video, this aircraft does not have flaps, which is pretty unique actually. I can't think the last time I flew a plane that didn't have flaps. But even for those that are just trying to get into aviation and learn about it, this is also great trainer for tail draggers in general too, and then you can work your way up into, you know, more sophisticated ones with different avionics systems and so forth. Floating in a bit, that's okay. Trying to make this as smooth as possible. Nice. Certainly happy with that. That's the only issue though. I've noticed that bug. If you're full power and you're, you know, outside, you go back in, and then you come back out after you're idle, it does that weird audio for some reason. So that's definitely something that needs to be worked on. I forgot to mention that until I heard it again. A very odd little bug. This is going to look excellent when we turn left here. Nice, sun sitting just on top of that tower there. Beautiful. And there we have it, folks. Our first flight in the CAP-4 is completed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Again, I knew it wasn't going to be too long of a video, just because there's not much to dive into. It's just a fun aircraft to get up into the air and just mess around with and explore, do some sightseeing. By the way, has Allegiant always been in the sim? I don't think I've ever seen it. It must just be really rare if it isn't, or was just randomly added without much fanfare. That's pretty cool. But anyways, thanks for watching, everybody, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.